Did you know that Dennis the Menace and Minnie the Minx were champions of sustainability? Well, if you're an avid reader of Energy Voice, you will know that we are published by DC Thomson, which is also famously publisher of the Beano. I today am speaking to Katie Talon, who is DC Thomson's head of sustainability. We're celebrating Earth Day, you see, and if you stay tuned, there'll be a longer version of this interview at Energy Voice Out Loud coming out on Friday. But stay tuned and find out a little bit more about how DC Thomson is powering its data centers with solar panels and why its print publications like the Beano are some of the most sustainable products that land on your doorstep.
Communicating what we're doing on sustainability. It's important for our readers. It's a commercial opportunity. The return on investment of sustainability initiatives is not always easy to calculate nor positive necessarily. Just talked about solar panels, but there are commercial. We've got lots of brands now actually wanting to tell their sustainability story with us. We're kind of through the era of greenwashing and people being scared of that, the green hushing era, as it were. And actually brands are saying, can we use, your voice to tell our net zero roadmap or whatever. So there are commercial opportunities as well. And that all sits in my remit, which makes every day kind of different.
I bet. What were you doing before DC Thomson? People don't necessarily think that the Beano needs to be sustainable, but it sure as heck does, right? So,
yeah, that's a good question. So I've been in the TV industry for my whole career as a producer for a decade, and then I got really frustrated and upset about what we were doing with the environment. I love hiking, and kind of seeing the impacts of climate change on nature. And I thought, I'm going to have to do something about this. And I went and did a carbon management master's degree at Edinburgh, but got myself back in the TV industry in the sustainability space. And the media industry doesn't have the biggest carbon footprint. I mean, we've got big sites, we've got a data center and a paper factory, but we've also, I guess, so we can decarbonise that, but we can also, and I think we've got a duty to inform and engage our readers or TV watchers about climate change. It's not always the priority for everyone, but I think ultimately, it's an existing. I can never say this word. Existential crisis.
Well done. No, that's really good.
That, we're facing, and the young readers of Beano are increasingly, it's going to become the crisis of their time. So I think we've got a duty, a moral responsibility really there to have an impact on the societal mandate for transformation that's required. So, there's a decarbonisation piece, but there's in a company like this, there's the opportunity to leverage our influence as well.